What's up, guys? Welcome back to another MCOC Alliance War. And yesterday, well, no, not yesterday, 2 days ago, got Blade as a 5-star. If you saw my opening, and actually awakened him too. So I got him in the featured crystal and then in the basic crystal. So awakened him, ranked him up, brought him into Alliance War. So I'm up first. You saw I was looking through the profile, see if I can see who this 6-star science was, but you know, I knew the list of science champions, and I knew it wasn't going to be like a MODOK or Spider-Man or something like that. Plus, he's not awakened, so it wouldn't matter if it was Spider-Man or not. And go in, and it's Luke Cage, so not that bad. Can just go fire off second special. Even though it doesn't do bleed, it does do a lot of damage to him. So yeah, having Blade at rank 5 has been pretty nice so far. So yeah, that fight was pretty easy. Up next, I saw this Cosmic here. I was thinking it's going to be a Hyperion. So I was about to bring in Dormammu, or not Dormammu. I was actually about to bring in Hyperion, but it was like last second I decided to change back to Blade, and turned out to be a Phoenix. So you know, no worries there. Pretty easy fight. Yeah, just had to pause for a second real quick, and then I forget what I did. Something I don't remember what I did. But yeah, so like I said, pretty easy fight. About to. This the only thing I don't like about fighting her is you have to be real careful about when you KO her, because as soon as she gets KO'd, you can't actually hit her. So if you're in the middle of a combo, then she can start hitting you back. So that's why I let that bleed tick down and see if it was going to KO her. Well, not KO her, but you know, took the last of her health, and it did. So I was able to just wait it out and then attack after that. So this is, you know, pretty much the main reason that I bring in Dormammu. Actually, is this and the bleed node. But yeah, a lot of times I face Hyperion here. My last war that I recorded, I did mess up against Hyperion. But yeah, this time was more focused, and I was able to fire off that second special, get the power drain, get the power lock, and yeah, from that point, pretty straightforward. I do still try to hold on to that. I forget what that buff is called there, but I still try to hold on to that until I fire off my second special, just so that each time or whenever I do my second special, it does the power drain as well as the power lock. Otherwise, it would just do power lock. And here, you know, he already had no power, so just figured I'd go ahead and fire off that second special. And so yeah, this fight's almost over. Sometimes I do the heavy attack and then try to do the second heavy attack for the extra damage, but you know, so, that tends to throw off my rhythm in the fight. So yeah, if I don't need it, then I'll just go ahead and fight regularly. If I find the fight is carry on too long, then that's when I start trying to do the heavy attacks. But up next, this is the main reason that I brought Hyperion, because I was going to bring like Stark Spidey or something, but was like, saw this mutant here, probably a Nightcrawler, and it is. So get the parry off. Now I'm just waiting for get my 1-bar power. Now I'm waiting for him to dash back. So he said just did one attack, just wait for him to dash back. He doesn't, so I still want to be at 1-bar power when he does dash back. That's why I fired it off there. And there he goes, he dashed back, so I'll fire off that first special and get him to switch stances. And from that point, yeah, this fight pretty easy. Can fire off that second special there, get the stun, going for the heavy attack. And yeah, it's like I said, once you get him to switch stances, it's an easy fight. It's just getting to that stance switch. I mean, there has been times where I fire off the first special and he doesn't touch Nightcrawler while he's blocking with the end of his beam, and Nightcrawler just dashes right in and attacks me. But that time he got close enough to touch Nightcrawler just that one time with the beam to keep him from dashing in right away. So up next we got a Mystic here. This is like my least favorite node on this path. But yeah, it was a Mystic, so brought in Blade. Whenever it's a skill, that's when I start going like, oh man, because it could be Agent Venom. Agent Venom's not too bad. The most annoying one for me to fight is the Punisher, because the first special you can evade 100%, but it is difficult. And the second special, yeah, you're not going to evade it. So each time he fires off one, he does get 1 bar power if you block all of it. Yeah, that being Mordo, if you saw, he did shut off Mordo's power gain, which was pretty awesome. Up next, I was checking to see if this Mystic, 5-star Mystic, was in his profile. It wasn't. So, wasn't sure who was going to be. Brought in Dormammu. This is typically the champ that I use for here, especially when it's Mystics. Normally, it is a Juggernaut, or got an Unstoppable Colossus as well. Just somebody that goes unstoppable. And it's nice to have a champ with Mystic Dispersion for when they go unstoppable. Just gives you actually 2 bursts of power gain. When they trigger the unstoppable from the special attack, and then when it triggers again. So yeah, fire off that second special there, get the power drain, get the power lock, and yeah, it's unfortunately since this does have limber, I can't just parry and go at him. I do end up running out of parry attempts, but the good thing, or what I'm trying to do, is build up those armor breaks on him, because each armor break I do more and more damage. So actually right here I was just going ahead and let him gain power, see if he's going to fire off a second special, and that was going to give me my next bar power, but he ended up doing a heavy attack, so that's why I went in. But yeah, I didn't mind letting him gain power, because I knew I was just going to fire off my second special, do the power drain, and power lock. Up next, we have Mordo on the mini boss, and it is a rank 4 5-star Mordo, kinetic reactor. Also got the plague mines. I was hoping that using Blade I wasn't going to get power drained. I'm actually not sure if I can attack him when he's stunned. It will mess up right there, miss time to parry. But yeah, if you notice, I wait for him to become unstunned before attacking. I'm not sure, and I haven't been able to fight him having Danger Sense on to verify whether I can or can't. But he does turn off the power gain, which is pretty nice. Don't have to worry about that for the rest of the fight. Typically, I push him. He waits till he gets to his second bar of power to fire off that special. That's why I got cut off guard the first time he did it, and I ended up getting hit, is I'm not used to him actually using that first special. But no worries there. Can regen that health back, well, at least up to the 70%. Well, it says 71%, but yeah. So about to finish it off right here. Was just letting him gain power, seeing if he's going to fire off a special, which he did, and ended it with the combo. So finally we come to the main boss, and it is a 4-star Dormammu. So I'm like, 4-star? Well, I got this. I got my 4-star. So I got my 5-star rank 5 Blade. Dormammu's got 170 health. That should be pretty easy. And so this is my first time actually using. Well, I actually used Blade in War before, but it was my 4-star rank 4 Blade. So yeah, I wasn't sure how much damage the 5-star was going to be doing against the main boss. And so yeah, you're going to see that I hang on to my power instead of firing off the second special. I think that was my first mistake. I should have just been firing off the second special. Like right here, should have just fired this off, but I wanted to hang on to it just for the regen purposes. So yeah, see me regen right there, and then get to 1 bar power. And you know, for the most part, it was going fine until it's coming up pretty soon. So here, alright, let me bait out the special, and I think after this special is what happens. Okay, 1 more special, I think. So I'm trying to get away from him, so I'm dashing back, trying to get away from him, and as one of the things that I really hate about fighting Dormammu is his reach. Like, he just has the biggest reach in this game. Alright, it's going to happen right here. So I'm trying to get away from him, and yeah, he reaches me. I'm dashing back, and he reaches me, and he does it again. So now I'm like, oh man, I'm getting backed up. I was trying to get some regeneration there. He fired off that special. Missed Dispersion keeps kicking in. I'm like, I knew I was going to get hit with an L3. So yeah, I was just hoping that I was going to be able to regen enough so that I didn't die from it. But you know, then the other thing is you're backed up. So trying to get some regen in. I saw he fire off the heavy attack, so I fire off my second special, and yeah, just got caught dashing in. So yeah, my mistake. I should have just been doing the second specials, because that actually did a lot of damage when I fired it off. So yeah, I probably would have finished off the fight before that happened. But yeah, my teammate went in, he finished it off, so no worries. I didn't get the full attack bonus, but that's cool. That wasn't the actual difference maker of the fight. We ended up losing by like 500 points. Well yeah, anyways guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.